What's up, you guys? Michael Elefante here, and I started this YouTube channel January 30th, I believe was the day of 2020, and I really knew nothing about YouTube, nothing about creating content, and certainly nothing about the good old YouTube algorithm. And so what I have been trying to do more recently in the past couple of years is, instead of trying to learn everything I can on my own just to save a buck, I've been looking to invest in myself and invest in courses or reading material or things of that nature from people who are experts in their field, such as Stephan when it comes to YouTube and other social media platforms, because I would rather pay somebody to help expedite my process and my journey if my ultimate goal is to grow my YouTube channel, which ultimately it is. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is my honest review of Graham's YouTube Creator course. I paid for this, I think, about 2 months ago. I finished the course fairly quickly, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the key takeaways I had from the course. And if you hang on to the end, I will tell you exactly my general feedback, if I recommend it to others. Maybe you have interest in taking one of his courses as well. And also to Graham, I will provide some feedback, hopefully that you can take to heart and maybe make some adjustments in the future. Now, I've been following Stephan for a few years now, and really following very closely, especially over the past 12 to 18 months or so. For most of you watching, you've probably seen Graham's videos. If you haven't, go subscribe, go check some of his videos out. Honestly, provides a ton of great advice around personal finance, real estate, investing, cars, like a lot of stuff that I'm also interested in. So that's what initially drew me to his channel. But he has a very unique way of grabbing your attention and holding your attention throughout every single video. And you don't think about it when you're a consumer consuming his content, but when you're also trying to create content on YouTube and grow other platforms on social media, like myself, you start to realize what they're doing and really how good they are at it. So I ultimately paid for Graham's course because I wanted to know what were his secrets, what is he actually willing to reveal. So before I tell you guys everything, if you don't mind, in honor of Stephan, smash the like button below. And of course, if you find any value in this content, I also provide a lot of content around real estate investing, specifically around short-term rentals, using sites like Airbnb, personal finance, traveling, all sorts of stuff. Please do subscribe below. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Point number one is, I thought the course was extremely thorough. And by that I mean, it was broken up into several different segments, really A to Z, all the nuts and bolts of creating content on YouTube, everything from the type of equipment you need to get started, to how to edit, to how to and when to publish your content. Really all sorts of stuff. I didn't expect him to actually go quite as deep in some of these topics as he did. He certainly put a lot of time and effort into creating this course. So from that aspect, I was extremely impressed with the thoroughness of the course. Point number two is, I thought Graham actually seemed extremely genuine. And it's not that I didn't think he would be genuine, but typically when you see people on YouTube with millions of followers or on other social media platforms, it's pretty easy to get drawn in and feel like you know that person, but you really don't know what they are like behind the camera. So what I liked about the course was Graham actually let his guard down a little bit. He was an open book, extremely transparent, and he honestly does have a great sense of humor. So I really didn't get the vibe that he was just looking to pull from his subscriber base and to make a quick buck on a course. Point number three is, Graham actually laid out a step-by-step approach to this course. So it's not just a course that you kind of take one and done, but I feel like it's a course that you could take and then go back and reference each section of the course as you guys are improving your skills on YouTube or honestly other social media platforms as well. And I don't know this for 100% certainty, but I can say it with a pretty high degree of confidence that I really don't think Graham held anything back. I think he laid out most of his secrets right there on the table for you. And this leads me to point number four, which I thought the course was structured pretty well, actually. Again, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if he would just kind of bounce around between random topics. I thought it was structured in a way that each topic segued pretty cleanly into the next. Now, this made it extremely easy to consume, especially someone like me who's just getting started on YouTube. I needed something that was easy to consume and easy to understand. And honestly, something that Graham does better than honestly most YouTubers out there is he curates his content and he breaks down sometimes complex ideas, and he makes it consumable at a 5th grade level or even a kindergarten level sometimes. And honestly, I think that's what attracts such a broad audience for him and what people like me can take as advice to help grow our channels as well. Point number 5 is honestly just the fact that you get to see a more personal side of Graham. I kind of already touched on this, on the genuineness of the course, but I really thought that Graham opened up. He actually talked a lot about some of his failures, some of the negative feedback he's gotten since he's been on YouTube, right? You get negative comments and things like that. But he was extremely open about some of the mistakes he's made, and honestly, some of the recommendations and tips on how you could avoid similar mistakes for yourself. Something else that Graham does is he talks quite a bit about his ambitions at the time. And I think this course was filmed in 2018, maybe 2017, I forget. But he only had a few 100,000 subscribers then, which is still a substantial amount, but pales in comparison to his 2.7+ million subscribers today. So it's really cool to see him talk about his ambitions. And again, the proof is in the pudding, right? He's done all these things that he's curated for you to consume in this course. And he continues to follow them, and just look at how he's grown, even from a few 100,000 to now 2.7+ million subscribers. It's quite amazing. And again, for the personal side of Graham, honestly, I thought he was a little corny at first, a little cheesy, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, all that junk, but it really grew on me. And now it cracks me up watching his videos a lot, and honestly, it helps draw my attention to watch his videos more. So I think having that type of personality and having some humor built into your videos is important, but that actually went beyond his typical YouTube videos, right? I mean, he's had some funny one-liners throughout his course that really cracked me up. So again, it was kind of nice commentary throughout the course as well. So you really feel like you get to know the guy if you take the course. Number 6 is the amount of money that you can make on YouTube is extremely real. And of course, I was discouraged at first. When I first started my channel, I didn't really have any intentions of trying to monetize, but once I started to learn how people monetize on YouTube, it started to get me excited about exploring that eventually if I were to get to that point. So learning how you actually make money on YouTube, which Graham breaks down in extensive detail with Google Ads and monetization and things like that, and how he's been able to structure his content to maximize the amount of return he gets per view and per video and things like that. So that was worth the money of the course that I spent out of pocket in and of itself, just learning how to monetize and how to maximize how much money you can make on YouTube per video. And something it's hard to remember at times is that people like Graham had started with 0 subscribers, and they had to start with posting their first video and getting over how nerve-wracking that is to put yourself out there. So having him curate this content with this course was honestly awesome, because it kind of is a refresher that he started where I am today or where you are today. And he has built it to what it is today. So a big takeaway from the course is be consistent and just continue to look for ways to improve your content altogether. And certainly learning how much money he makes, I don't really care if people think it's braggadocious. I love learning how much money he makes on YouTube and through other investment avenues as well. Honestly, it's something I admire, and it's something that a lot of people lack on YouTube, is there's a lack of transparency. So I really do love the fact that he is open to sharing that information, and it's honestly motivating for people like myself who aspire to grow a channel like his someday. All right, so last, number 8 is kind of my review for Graham. So if you are watching Graham, if you pay attention to nothing else, listen to this. I give you a 9.5 out of 10 for your course. The only thing I would suggest that you could improve on is maybe providing quarterly or annual updates. So for people who have paid for the course can go in and see what you have done differently since you actually created this course in the first place. I personally just think that would be valuable, because I'm sure YouTube changes over time. I've seen changes within the YouTube creator splash page. I'm sure you've seen different results. I'm sure you tweak things probably on a weekly basis, if not more. So I'd be really curious to see what you've changed since posting this YouTube creator course. So now I'm sure you're wondering, how has it worked for me personally? So I took the course about 2 months ago, and since then I've implemented pretty much everything that he suggested to do very consistently over the past 2 months, and I'm really starting to see my channel activity pick up. Before taking the course, I probably averaged like 30 to 100 views per video, and since then it's slowly grown, and now I'm averaging anywhere from 100 to 500 and almost 1,000 views on videos. So that alone has been encouraging to see some of the growth in my channel. My subscriber count has doubled and now is about to triple in the past 2 months alone. So Graham, if you're watching again, thank you so much for creating this course. So if you guys are thinking about taking this course, I recommend it to those who have actual ambitions to grow their YouTube channel. If you guys are just dabbling around with the idea, maybe it doesn't make sense to buy the course just yet, or if you're not that serious about YouTube and you don't really care about growing your subscriber base and maybe monetizing in the future, maybe it's not right for you. But if you are at all serious about growing YouTube or honestly growing any other social media platform, this is a great course and I do highly recommend it. And Graham, if you're watching, this is my value proposition to you. I've dropped a couple notes into your Gmail or your email account, whatever is listed on some of your social media platforms. I've sent you a couple messages, and I would love, of course, to do a collaboration or a couple collaborations with you in the near future on YouTube or other platforms as well. But of course, I'm not going to ask without providing value first. So my wife is probably going to kick me when she gets home, but my value prop to you is we invest in short-term rentals, and we have seen a substantial return on our investment over the past year. We started investing in real estate about 12 months ago, and we only have 3 rental properties, and we've reached financial freedom in 12 months. In November was the first month of financial freedom. We cash flowed over $14,000 just from those 3 properties. So my value prop to you is if you have any interest in investing some of your money in short-term rentals, I would love to manage that property for free for a minimum of 1 year for you. Typically, property managers charge anywhere from 15 to 40% in the short-term rental market. So I think the value would be tremendous. A lot of these properties that we have are grossing anywhere from $80,000 to over $125,000 per year. So that's my value prop to you. I hope you find value in it and consider my offer. And of course, if you're not subscribed to Graham's channel, what are you waiting for? Go check him out. I do highly recommend it. He provides a ton of great value to people who are interested in bettering themselves in personal finance, investing, real estate agents, all sorts of good topics. And before you leave, don't forget to smash the like button on my page. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And guys, if you have interest in viewing more of my content in the future, please subscribe. It means so much to me. So that's all for today, guys. Catch you next time.